One of the branches of the paranormal that I like the most are those phenomena that occur accidentally, ones where you can tell aren't staged. And things like that usually happen when the protagonist is an animal. You cannot fake the reaction of fear in an animal, unless of course you are an experienced movie animal trainer, which for home movies is quite unlikely. Another place where one cannot fake something paranormal is on live television. When the news is being broadcasted live and the paranormal makes itself present, that's what you will see in this video. Paranormal recordings that by the mere fact of occurring in a controlled environment should never have happened. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 5 paranormal videos captured on live television, Part 2. Number 5. Many pranks have been made on live television. Some are funny, and some are in bad taste. However, sometimes what many believe is a joke ends up being a completely strange event. This happened in America. They were interviewing this woman when suddenly, in the distance, a strange figure can be seen moving around in the shot. The viewers who saw this phenomena live thought that it was just a branch moved by the wind. But when you take a good look at it, you can realize that it is a bipedal creature. If we apply some filters, we can clearly notice that in fact, it is not anything human. To this day, the skeptical community has given several hypotheses about what it could be, but nothing has been 100% proven. Number 4. The video that you will see in position number 4 corresponds to a Brazilian television newscast, in which an unfortunate event that occurred that same morning was recorded live. It was a confrontation between drug traffickers, which left several dead and a few seriously injured. Hundreds of people were tuning into this channel live when suddenly, something strange appeared behind the journalist you now see on the screen. At first we might think that it is steam, but if you pay close attention, you can notice a strange movement that gas could never do. Number 3. What you're about to see is a live broadcast that never came to light. It never aired because it covered a story that could cause mass hysteria in its viewers. They gathered all the evidence they could and had the next morning's news almost ready until the call denied them to reveal this to the public. It was going to be broadcasted as coverage of a strange incident that occurred at one of the largest airports in the United States. You see, in 2006, hundreds of people at the airport witnessed what they claimed was a huge saucer flying over the area. Many photographs were taken, but for some reason they were never seen. Until a few years ago, an audacious user leaked the recording to networks, being discovered and later published by the YouTube channel Secure Team 10.
Locate photos of this. I'm told there may be photos.
Really? Wow. That would be cool. I'm told that the story on CT
Right.
has almost 1 million hits.
Yeah, it's the most read story in the history of CT.com.
You're kidding me.
No, I got an email yesterday from Bill D.
Wow.
I mean, it's like, yeah, in the entire history of the website.
Oh, incredible.
So.
Incredible. So does the possibility exist? You might get the pictures and get them in for tomorrow? Or
Oh no, I don't think. No. I mean, I'm told the pilots on that plane that was being pushed back. You know, I said in the story that they opened the windscreen and stuck their head out. Now I'm being told that one of them had a digital camera and snapped some pictures.
Wow.
So United is not playing ball with me, and FAA, I've expanded my FOIA to include the flight plan, which might include the pilots' names, and I'm trying to work with the union as well.
Are they still going by weather phenomenon?
FAA, you know, pretty much because of the federal holiday, I haven't talked to them that much, but yeah, they haven't changed their story, and I've just heard from other people, you know, since then that, you know, that explanation just doesn't wash.
And they haven't gone out of their way to say anything otherwise so far?
No, I mean, they say, you know, it was November 7th. They're moving on. They're just doing their daily thing.
Well, I tell you what, all the people who saw it must be feeling a little validated right about now, huh?
Oh yeah, and I'm getting tons of emails from other people who outside the airport as well as at O'Hare,
Really?
who also either cited that same object or saw the hole in the sky and said, "What is that?"
Wow. Okay, so what did it look like again to the folks who saw it? It was a saucer-like
Yeah, it
object
was
hovering over the
dish-shaped.
United terminal, right?
Yeah, directly over gate C-17. And it was stationary in the sky, dark gray metallic, you know, like I say, saucer-shaped, no lights, and it was there for some minutes. And then when it disappeared, it just streaked through the clouds with such energy that it broke a big blue hole in the overcast, and the hole remained there for several minutes until the wind drifted and pushed the clouds back together.
These are some of the original images of the incident and how the sky was left once that ship took off at an impossible speed. Perhaps this is the most important UFO incident ever brought to television. Don't you think so? Number 2. Prepare yourself for what comes next, since what lies here is extremely odd and will leave you with hundreds of doubts about what you have just seen. Observe.
For the weekend, President Trump tried to ramp up the pressure on Senate Republicans using his weekly address to urge them to repeal and replace Obamacare, and finally delivered on a campaign promise Republicans started to make 7 years ago.
It was captured by a person who noticed an anomaly while watching the news. He quickly took out his cell phone to record what at the time had him completely terrified. It happened on a live newscast in the United States. You can see the reporter giving her story, but if you look closely, there is something extremely strange that begins to happen with her neck. What we can see here are strange contractions that a human cannot perform, movements that are usually linked to reptiles. What do you think happened here? Number 1. And the video that serves as closure for this investigation occurred during a live BBC newscast. This reporter was covering her story when suddenly a strange figure sped past him. Could it have been a bird, or could it have been a recording error? By slowing the image down, we can see that it is neither. Those who claim to have seen ghosts say that this is the actual form in which they appear, like a diffuse mass of white gas that passes at full speed. What do you believe it is? Let me know what you think in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest